So what should have happened that didn't happen post Katrina? Well, one of the major things was I think the city government was not transparent and did not engage community members in the rebuilding process. So the Bring Back New Orleans Commission, which created the basically the redevelopment plan for New Orleans, didn't consult anyone from New Orleans East. And actually, at that time, people were still on that look and leave policy before they created their own development plans for the East. So they actually, slated everything east of the 510 to be green space without asking anybody who was there. So without asking anybody, they basically said, you don't have a home anymore. You're no longer a residential zone. So that basically meant that we had to fight to get FEMA trailers even put in the community, fight to get energy to reroute the electricity so we even have electricity to power our homes. So I think that was a huge mistake, was community members need to be engaged in not only the redevelopment of their communities, but even for future disasters, a very open and transparent evaluation process of how do we make ourselves more climate resilient in terms or disaster resilient in terms of how do we prepare ourselves for the next disaster in terms of what evacuation styles work best for us, what evacuation measures work best for us, does everyone need to evacuate? So I think a one-size-fit-all measure doesn't work, right? And then also the redevelopment is how come city council doesn't have a strike force team? That the first thing that we do is get a handle, a baseline, a pulse check on where communities are at and where communities want to go from here, instead of just bringing people from the outside and saying, these are the plans that we see fit. So another thing is, going off of the lack of engagement with communities is Mayor Nagin didn't consult anyone before putting the landfill there. Regardless of his intent of C&D, the commercial and debris, or municipal debris, there was no community engagement. And I think that's really crucial because if community members can understand what's going on, then I think it starts to create a two-way dialogue and a two-way street of respect for the city council and for community. So when city council members say, oh, it's because your residents don't vote, well then it's really the chicken or the egg. Whose fault is it really? If you're never engaging community members in these decisions that impact their livelihoods, and what does it say that they're bought into the political system that you're a part of anyways? So I think that's definitely for me something that could have been done better.